you find yourself into a comfort sitting position, rock your torso side to side. And now that you have a block, you can also using the block, for example, you have a tight hip that your knee come up. You can actually elevating by sitting on top of the block at the corner edge. It help you tilt your pelvic bone forward. So it relaxing your knee down. It helps your spine lengthening up tall. If you never sit on the block, try it out. But sitting at the edge, that your sitting bone come to the edge. So you're not gonna sit when your sitting bone flat right here, it come to the edge. Your sitting bone, you know when you're touching the bone, sitting bone right at the edge, you're gonna tilt your pelvic bone forward. Can you noticing, right? Your pelvic bone want to come forward and relaxing your knee down. Can you feel the difference?
Like you're gonna smash your block.
And then just rock your torso side to side, lengthening to your torso. And slowly come to find the center. Or sit slightly back and then to the tops of the block. Yeah. Breathing in, lift both shoulder up. And breathing out, relaxing and softening shoulder down. Couple more times. And pause, feel your body reaching up tall, taking the gaze down toward the floor or closing your eyes. Just take a few minutes to basically become aware of your breath. Breathing in and out to both nostrils without changing any patterns of your breath. Each time you inhale, feel that lengthening and uplifting of your torso. The exhale, noticing the grounding, where your sitting bone rooted down more toward the floor. Allow the flow of your breath to be smooth and steady. With awareness toward your breath, you will feel the sensation, noticing how your body feels. If you find that your breath is still shallow, then allow your exhale to be empty so that you're creating the space for your next in-breath. Then very slowly draw the air in more and more to lengthening your breath. Long, slow, deep breath. The exhale, releasing all the stale air out from your body until you find the emptiness inside. A few more rounds like this. And see whether you can pay attention to the parts of the body. As you draw the air in, begin to noticing the vibrating or sensation around your belly. Let the belly rise naturally up toward your ribs and chest. Breathing out, releasing the air out from your chest. Draw your ribs in toward the spine. Empty the air out from your stomach, like a gentle contraction at your abdominal. Inhale fully, exhale completely. Then checking in with your body by scanning throughout your whole body. From the crown of the head, all the way down to your torso, arms and fingers. Down to your legs and your feet. If you're noticing tension or tightness somewhere, sending the breath energy towards that area. Let the tension melting down. Feel that whole body release. In the next couple of breaths, taking your time to set up the intention of your practice. How would you like your practice to be today? Remember, this is a journey to your practice. Throughout your whole practice, making modification or adjustment you may need, listening to your body, find a comfort and safe space. Then slowly bring yourself back into your natural breath. At your own time, then gently open up your eyes. Begin to come up forward and bring the block on the tops of the mat, noticing how your body is sitting down. Then see which leg is in the front. You're going to switch, bring the opposite leg in the front and rock your sitting bone side to side. As we're sitting into a non-habitual way, it's allowing you to pay more attention towards your body. Then find the stillness and center and balance. Inhale, draw the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky. Breathing out, release, bring the palm facing down, bring your arms down. 2 more times, inhale, palm facing up, lift the arms up. And exhale, soften your shoulder, releasing your arms down. 1 more time, inhale, arms up. And this time, exhale, right fingertips down toward the floor, tilting over to your right, roll your left shoulder back. Breathing in, reaching left shoulder toward your right knee, reaching the arm forward, gaze forward toward your left fingertips. Breathing in, follow your left arm, reaching it up toward the ceiling, let the left arm fall back. And try it again. Exhale, draw your left shoulder toward your right knee and pause. Reaching that left arms away. Breathing in, come back up. Exhale, release. Bring your left fingertips down. Notice the difference. Breathing in, right arms up. Draw your left hands away. Exhale, tilting over to your left side. Roll your right shoulder back. Breathing in, draw your right shoulder toward your left knee, reaching the arm forward, gaze toward your right hand. Inhale, follow the gaze toward your right arm, lift the chest up, let the right arm fall back. Exhale, draw the right arm forward toward your left knee, reaching forward. Breathing in, come back up and interlace the hands, bend your elbow. Draw the palm up, reaching, lengthening left side, right side equally. Exhale, draw the navel into the spine, rounding your back, chin toward your chest. Push your palms away, separating the shoulder blade apart. Breathing in, stacking the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbow out wide. Rest the hands right behind your head. Bring your chin parallel toward the floor, maybe even tilt that chin up. Let the throat softening. Breathing in, exhale, twist to your right side. Once you find the edge, then draw your chin down toward your armpit. Drop your left elbow down so you can lift your right elbow up. Breathing in, come back up, and exhale, untwist. Deep breath in, exhale, twist to your left side. Once you find the edge, draw your chin toward your left shoulder. Right elbow down, left elbow up. Breathing in, come back up toward the center. Exhale, release, draw your arms down. Breathe, inhale, lift the shoulder up. Exhale, roll it back and drop it down. Roll the knee to one side, press yourself back up into your table or handstand. Allow your wrist to be underneath your shoulder, knee underneath your hip. Breathing in, tailbone up, drop your belly down and reaching the heart forward. Exhale, rounding your back. Draw the navel in, chin toward your chest. 1 more time, inhale, tailbone up, drop your belly down, reaching the heart away, stretch the front body. Exhale, tailbone down, navel into the spine, rounding your back 1 vertebrae at a time, the back of the neck long, eye gazing toward your belly, cat pose. Then slowly bring your spine back into your neutral, tuck in the toe, deep breath in, reaching the heart forward, push to your palm. Exhale, shift the tailbone back, walking your hands forward, lengthening your arms, stretching your armpit, bring your chin down towards the mat, eye gazing toward the tops. So your chin down closer toward the floor, eye gazing toward the top. Shift your tailbone as far back as you can so that you're releasing the tension in your lower back, your spine area. Inhale, rock forward. Begin to shift your hands all the way to the tops of the mat. Bring your shoulder away from your wrist. Drop your hips down, reaching the heart up. Squeeze into your buttock, lengthening your chest away from your belly. Exhale, slowly shift back. Bring your tailbone towards your heel. Untuck the toe. Bring the forehead down. Bring the arms back, shoulder down into child pose. Allow the ribcage to brush against your thigh bone, the heart melting down towards the earth. Interlace your hands right behind. Draw the shoulder apart from each other, away from your sternum. Option, shoulder blade tuck in toward the center. Lift your arms up, yoga mudra pose. Allow the front of the chest to be expanding as you breathing in, breathing out, heart melting. Deep breath in, exhale, roll your right ear down, right shoulder down, turn the head to your left, ease the tension off from your neck and shoulder. Inhale back to the center, exhale, left ear down, left shoulder down, head turn to the right. Breathing in, coming back toward the center, exhale, drop your arms down, releasing your hands. Feel the tension melting down. Then begin to walk your hands forward. Press yourself back up into your table. Shift the weight toward your right knee. Breathing in, extending left leg behind. Squeeze into your left glute. Roll the inner thigh in. Draw your left heel slightly away. Reaching the heart forward. Feel the engaging from the midline area as you bring the chest away from your belly. Exhale, turn the head to your left side. Draw that left leg out, bring the heel down. Checking in to see your ankle, knee, and hips is in the line. Then begin to rock your shoulder forward and back to stretching that inner thighs and groin area. Breathing in and out. Rather than thinking about pressing your toe away, just anchor your heel away. So that way you draw your heel away from your hip to stretching that inner thigh. Next option, as you shift the tailbone back, you can lower your forearms down, or you can using the block, put the block and elevating your elbow. Choose the option and begin to feel which parts of your body that you feel the stretch. Then slowly pressing your hands back up, walking your hands back towards your thigh bone. Left hand rests on tops of the thigh. Inhale, right arms up. Lengthening, exhale, tilting over to your left side. Roll the right shoulder back. Try not to collapsing, thinking about your right side of your body, that you're stretching from your waistline up toward your shoulder. Breathe. Exhale, slowly come back up. Let right hand grab into your left ear, tilting the right ear down. Reaching your left arms away so that your shoulder from the left shoulder is away from your left ear. Then begin to draw your chin down toward your armpit. Inhale, rising back up. Exhale, draw your chin toward your armpit. Breathing in, release, bring your arms up, head up. Exhale, right hands down toward the floor. Option, you can use the block to help lengthen your arm so that your wrist underneath your shoulder. Draw your left shoulder up, so the left shoulder stacking on tops of the right, engaging your oblique muscle, thinking about lift this rib cage away from the floor. Inhale, left arms up. Option, draw the arm forward, away from your left heel. Begin to circle your wrist, clockwise, counterclockwise. Pause and breathing right there. Breathing in, exhale, bend the elbow, bring the hands right behind your ear. Exhale, draw the chest down, elbow down. Breathing in, lift the chest up, gazing up toward the ceiling. Breathing out, elbow and chest down. One more time, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reaching up tall. Then bring your hands to your hip. Push down, up, and as you exhale, we release. Draw your knee back, coming back into your kneeling position. Grabbing the block, put the block towards the top. Hands down, find your table. Noticing the difference between your left side and right side. When your body ready, shift the weight toward your left knee, extending right leg behind, squeeze into your right glute. Push back to the heel, point the toe down, then lift the chest forward. Exhale, draw your right leg out to the side, bring the heel down, toe pointing forward. Make sure that you have the alignment from your hip, point toward your ankle. Then when you're ready, begin to shift your torso forward and back to warming up your inner thighs area. And once you feel comfortable and ready, then shift the tailbone back. Draw your right heel away from your hips, option coming down to your elbow. Lengthening the back of your neck by looking slightly forward, bring your chest parallel toward the floor. Continue to breathe, stay here for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, press into your hands, lift your torso up, then bring right hands on tops of the right thigh. Inhale, reaching left arms up. Exhale, tilting over to your right. Right hand walking along your legs, supporting. Reaching from the left hip toward your left shoulder. Deep breath in, exhale, come back up. Left hand cover your right ear, tilting the left ear down toward your left bicep. Rather than collapsing your torso, sliding your right arms away, lengthening to your torso. Feel the side of the right side of your neck, the right ear away from your shoulder. Deep breath in, exhale, draw your chin down toward your armpit. Inhale, gazing up toward the ceiling. Exhale, chin down toward your armpit. Breathing in, rising back up, reaching your arms up. Exhale, release, bring your hands down. See whether you like to use the option with the block that your wrist in line with your knee, wrist underneath your shoulder. The right hands, draw your right shoulder up so that the right shoulder stacking on tops of the left, then reaching the arms up. Press your right heel away. Inhale, option, right arms away from your body, lengthening to the right side of your body. Then begin to circle your wrists, clockwise, counterclockwise. Pause, deep breath in, exhale, bend your right elbow, right hand behind your ear. Exhale, folding forward, relaxing to the back of your shoulder blade. Breathing in, lift the chest, lift the heart, and gazing up. Breathing out, releasing the front of your chest by hug the chest in, but open the back of your shoulder blade. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slender down, folding down. Then begin to reaching your arms back up. Exhale, hands down to your hip, push yourself up. Draw your knee back into your kneeling. Grab into the block, put the block right in the front, coming down to your table. Open up your knee wide, big toe touch. Shift the tailbone towards the heel, forehead rest on the floor as you extending the arm forward into your child pose. We stay here for just one more breath to allow the back to stretching and releasing the tension into your hip. When you're ready, press with your hands, breathing in, tuck in the toe, lift the knee off from the ground, tailbone up toward the sky, downward facing dog. Paddling to your feet by bending one knee at a time, walk the dog. Adjusting until you find a comfort between your hands and your feet. Then pressing down to your hands, lengthen your arm, bring your ribcage closer toward your thigh bone. Noticing what's happening to the back of your leg. When your body ready, open up your feet wide, turn the toe out to the side. Bring the heel down, bend your knee. Breathing in, begin to walking your hands back toward your feet, bending your knee. First option, rest your elbow on tops of the thigh. The elbow, draw your knee away so that your knee pointing toward your toe. Inhale, lift your shoulder up. Breathing out, sinking down deeper. Option, bring your elbow on tops of the arms underneath your inner thighs area, hands into a prayer position, garland pose. These poses will help you stretching and releasing the tension into your lower back and creating the range of motion for your ankle, knee, hips, shoulder, elbow, and wrist. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, releasing from the pose. Shift your hands toward the floor. Bring both hands on tops of the thigh. Then lift your torso up, relaxing your shoulder down. See whether you can use your hands, stretching that inner thighs away so that your knee point toward your toe. That you can lift the big toe and the arch off from the floor, press toward the pinky edge. Deep breath in, exhale, draw the left shoulder toward your right knee. Inhale back to the center, exhale, right shoulder, left knee. The right hand can draw your right knee away. Breathing in, coming back to the center, bring your hands into a prayer position, reaching your torso up. Exhale, squeeze your inner thigh. Inhale, lengthening your arms back up, open up the arms out wide, 5-point star. Exhale, bend the elbow, bring the palms to touch, pause and feel. Steady gaze down toward the floor and begin to scanning through your whole body. Checking in with your breath. Noticing the sensation inside your body. When you're ready, inhale, draw the gaze up, bring the arms up, 5-point star. Exhale, bend the knee, point the knee toward your toe, bend the elbow, open the chest, maybe draw the elbow slightly forward, so chest expanding. Exhale, bring the elbow to meet at the center, hands in toward one another. Exhale, begin to draw the elbow toward your navel, point the fingertips down, bow down towards the earth. Breathing in, rising back up, let the elbow touch, eye gazing up. Exhale, elbow down, draw your knee apart, elbow towards your navel, navel into the spine, bound towards the earth. One more time, inhale, rising up. Now exhale, open up the arms out wide. Open the chest. Exhale, tilting right elbow down toward your hip. Lift the left elbow up, goddess pose. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, tilting to your left side. Breathing in back to the center. Exhale, squeeze in the thigh and release. Bring your arms down, turn the toe in. Breathing in, lift the shoulder up. And exhale, roll it back and dropping it down. Shaking arms and leg out. Get ready for your balance pose. And today, balance pose will be dancer pose. So with the feet hip width apart, bring your hands to your hip. Soft bending your knee and begin to circle your ankle, knees and hip. Then reverse the circle to the opposite side. Pause right here. Breathing in, rock forward toward the ball of the foot, lift the heel up so we're strengthening our ankle to help you with your balance. Exhale, releasing the heel down, flex the toe toward your knee. One more time, inhale, rock forward with the ball of the foot, lift the heel and hold. Exhale, bring the heel down, flex the toe. Taking a gaze forward and at the slow motion, you're going to lower the toe down toward the floor. Feel that grounding effect. When you're ready, shift the weight toward your left foot, gazing down toward the floor, then lifting your right heel up. Exhale, sliding the right toe back. Pause and feel, just let the toe tipping down. If you find yourself steady, then bending your right knee, bring your heel toward your buttock. When your body ready, right hand grab into your right foot, point the knee down toward your floor, hips level. Stay right here in your dancer pose or lifting your left arms up. When your body ready to move into a full dancer pose, on your next exhale, you're gonna hinge and forward from the hips. Begin to draw your right thigh bone back, reaching your left arm forward. Press your right foot toward your hands and draw your hand to resist. Find a steady gaze, dancer pose, Madrasana. Stay right here for one more breath, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Bring your hands and foot down, feel the effect, shaking it out. Open up your feet wide, begin to twist side to side. Then slowly coming back towards the tops of the mat, feet hip width apart, hands to your hip. When you're ready, shift the weight toward your right foot. Inhale, bend your left knee, lift the left heel up. Exhale, sliding until you find the tippy toe. When your right leg is steady, then lifting up by bend your left knee, heel closer toward your buttock. Releasing your left hands to grab into your left foot. Allow your thigh to be side by side, knee pointing down toward the floor. Move when your body is ready, no rush. If you want more, then reaching right arms up. Move when you are steady, soft, bending your right knee, hinging forward from the hips. Draw your left knee back, thigh bone parallel toward the floor, reaching right arm forward. A steady gaze down toward the floor will help you. Find your breath. Continue to breathe. One more breath. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Bring your hands and foot down. Feel the effect of balance, shaking arms and leg out, maybe twisting side to side. And when you're ready, come to the tops of the mat with feet hip width apart. Breathing in, draw the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky. Breathing out, bending your knee, hinging forward from the hips, leading with your heart forward, fold down toward the floor. Option, you can use the block to help lengthening your arm by rest your hands on tops of the block. Let the crown of the head hanging down, back of the neck are long. See whether you like the option to grab to an opposite elbow, then rock your torso forward and back or side to side. Whichever option you choose, sending the breath energy towards the back of your leg. Keep your knees slightly bent and draw the tailbone away from your heel. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Bring your hands down toward the floor, shift the weight toward your left foot. Step your right foot back and grabbing the block right away. Bring the block slightly behind your left foot, and the block is shoulder width apart. So that way you can press your right heel away and lift your thigh bone and knee off from the floor. So make sure that the block slightly behind your left foot so that your wrist underneath your shoulder. Now noticing if your weight down toward your ribcage, the block will help you by flip the block slightly up. Then draw your ribcage away from your thigh bone by bring your hip forward. You see how I shift? I shift my knee forward to bring my hip forward and lift the torso up. Roll your shoulder back. You feel right away that the front of your right hip flexor is stretching. The weight should be towards your left heel so that you can lift your left toe off from the floor. Can you all feel that? So lift the chest up, breathing in, exhale. Begin to slow motion, shift your left tailbone back, roll your right hip forward. Bring your chest parallel toward the floor, gazing slightly up. Option, come to the left heel, flex the toe up. Relax into your shoulder, look forward, try not to look down because the look down, the back of the neck is collapsing. Breathing in, press down to your left foot, bending your left knee. Then begin to lower your right heel down toward the floor and see whether you can untuck the toe. Lift your ribcage away from your thigh bone more. You're going to feel all the way to your psoas as you're reaching your right arms up. Draw your right shoulder away from your hip. So feel that front, from the hip flexor to your ribcage to your shoulder and up. Then exhale, right hand rest on tops of the left thigh. Draw your left arms back, turn your chest over to your left side into a twisting position. Deep breath in, breathing out, draw your hands back, rest your hands on tops of the thigh, slowly grabbing the block, flip it into a low position, hands down. Then begin to sliding left foot back, bring your knee down, walking both arms forward, forearms and elbow down toward the floor. Forehead rest on tops of the mat into a puppy pose. Keep yourself breathing and stretching all the way from your upper back area towards your lower back. When you're ready, then come back up, bending your knee and bring your hands down underneath your wrist. Inhale, tuck in the toe, lift the knee off from the ground, tailbone up toward the sky, downward facing dog. Bend your knee, eye looking forward, walking your feet forward toward your hands, standing forward, fold. Taking your time to arrive here. Inhale, halfway up, hands press to your thigh bone, chest parallel toward the floor, half forward fold. Exhale, release, bring the hands down, shift the weight toward your left foot, shift the weight toward your right foot, step your left foot back, hands grab into the block, and bring the block right behind your right foot. See whether you can lengthen into your left thigh bone by press to the heel, lift your ribcage away from your thigh bone. Option, you can flip the block slightly higher, but bring the block closer toward you so that you can shift your hips forward and lift your torso up. Noticing if you're in a tight rope like this, you see how my knee and my ankle, you want to heel toe it towards the corner edge of your mat and bring the block to the outside of your mat for more stability. Breathing in, exhale, begin to shift your right hip back to lengthen your right leg. Roll your left hip forward so that your pelvis are level as if you squeeze your inner thigh towards one another. Option, come down to your heel, flex the toe toward your knee. Relaxing by looking forward. I saw a lot of you looking down, lengthening the back of your neck, softening to the throat. Breathing in, press down to your right foot, bend your right knee, press your left heel away, lift your torso up. Exhale, release, bring your left knee down toward the floor, untuck the toe. Inhale, shift your knee and hip forward and draw your left arms up. Bring your left hips up and away from your knee, then draw your left shoulder away from your hip. Deep breath in, exhale, left hands on tops of the right thigh. Then begin to twist and turn your torso to your right as you bring your right arms back. Front of the chest, all the way to your collarbone. Breathing in, bring the right hands, press on tops of the thigh. Exhale, release by grabbing the block, put it down, hands inside the foot. Sliding your right knee back, bring your knee down to your table. Inhale, tuck in the toe, lift the knee off from the ground, tailbone up toward the sky, downward facing down. Adjusting your feet, then begin to paddle into your feet by bending one knee at a time, walk the dog. Lengthening to your torso, press your heel away from your tailbone. Inhale, reaching the shoulder forward on tops of the wrist with the top of the push-up or plank pose. Exhale, knee down toward the floor, kneeling plank, uncurling your toe. Deep breath in, reaching the heart up, and exhale, bend the elbow, lower the chest down toward the floor, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathing in, peeling shoulder, chest away from the floor. Keep the hands lightness, elbow hugging in toward your shoulder. Then slowly, see whether you can release. Bring the hands back, point the fingertips toward your heel. Open up the front of the chest, hug the shoulder blade in toward the center. Option, interest to your hands, squeeze into your buttock. Feel the weight towards your belly, that you're pressing it down, hip bone down, top of the thigh, all the way to the top of the feet. Lengthening the chest forward. Option, floating your feet up by squeeze your buttock. Lengthening the crown of the head away from the toe. One more breath into this locust pose. Inhale, exhale, release everything down. Turn the cheek to one side, doesn't matter what side. And allow yourself to slender down toward the floor as you're letting go of all the gripping and holding throughout your whole body. Then slowly bending your knee, bring the sole of the foot up toward the ceiling, point and flex the toe. Circle your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Then roll your knee side to side to ease off all the tension inside your body. Then slowly press the tops of the feet down, chin on tops of the mat, hands underneath your shoulder. Breathing in, press to your hands, bend the knee, coming back up into your table. Walking your hands toward your knees, shift the tailbone towards your heel, rising up into your sitting. Roll the hip to one side, extending the leg out, down toward the floor one at a time. You're going to move the block towards the top and grabbing the bell. Breathing in, extending right leg out. And as you exhale, draw your left foot to the outside of your hips. Bring your knee to stack on tops of one another and rock your sitting bone side to side. If you cannot stack in your knee, you can just sitting cross-legged like this and put the block to support it. So choose the option that works for your body. Then bring the bell, grabbing the bell and wrapping around the ball of the foot. Roll your hands toward your belt. Then slowly draw your elbow toward your ribs as you're reaching your torso up, point and flex the toe. Trying to keep your heel down toward the floor. Breathing in, reaching up tall, and as you exhale, hinging forward from the hips, begin to rest your rib cage toward your thigh bone. Now, if the belt is too long, you can roll it down so that you bend your elbow, keep the elbow towards your body. Noticing right away there's no tension into your shoulder, neck, and jaw. You will feel that hamstring on your right side right away. If you want more sensation, flex that toe toward your knee. Give me one more breath here. Breathing in, breathing out slowly, releasing your belt, letting go. And using your right hand, grabbing to the outside edge of your left foot, draw your knee toward your shoulder, lengthening your torso up, so bring your rib cage toward your thigh bone. And bring your knee towards your shoulder. Turn your chest over to your left side. You're going to feel that stretch all the way to your IT band, all the way to the outside of your hips. Option, left arms can be released. Draw the arms away. Deep breath in. Breathing out, slowly release. Bend your knee, letting go of your leg. And lifting your knee ups and down, shake, hands tap toward your leg. Waking up. Then when you're ready, we'll switch side, extending left leg. Now you're gonna bend your right knee, bring the right foot outside your hips, rocking side to side until you find both sitting bone down. Then grabbing the belt once again, wrap around the ball of the foot, roll your hands until you find that elbow can come closer toward your body. Reaching up tall, maybe leaning your chest slightly up, lengthening your torso. Then as you exhale, just pull your elbow toward your rib cage, hinging forward from the hips, bring your rib cage toward your thigh bone. Relaxing to your face, your jaw, option flex the toe toward your knee. If the belt is too long, you can also folding it down more. Listening to your body, where is it that you feel the sensation? One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, releasing your belt. Bring your torso up. Left hands grabbing to the outside side edge of your right foot. And right hands draw your knee toward your left shoulder by bringing your rib cage forward toward your thigh bone, reaching to the crown of the head. Breathing in, exhale, begin to turn the chest over to your right side with the option, right arms drawing it away. One more breath. Breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Bring your hands, bend your knee, scooting forward towards the tops of the mat, and we're going to lie down toward the floor. Having 2 blocks and 1 belt with you. As you begin to lie down toward the floor, draw your knee towards your armpit, open up your knee wide, rock your torso side to side. Lower your left foot down, bend your left knee, cross right ankle on tops of the left thigh. Keep your sacrum down toward the floor. Flex your right toe toward your right knee. Stay right here into your figure 4 or supine pigeon pose, or draw your left knee toward your chest. Hands can be grabbing in front of your left knee or the chin bone. Relaxing the shoulder down, soften to the front of your chest, your throat. Option to closing your eyes to feel where is it that you feel the sensation. One more breath, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release. Lower your left foot down, uncrossing your leg. Pause and notice the difference. When you're ready, cross left ankle on tops of the right thighs, flex the left toe toward your knee. Keep both sacrum down, particularly the left hips and sacrum. Draw your left knee away. Option, lift your right foot up, bring your knee and thigh bone toward your ribcage. Allow your body, the back body, the shoulder and the back and the neck are all down toward the floor. One more breath here, breathing in, breathing out, slowly release, letting go. Then uncrossing your leg, grabbing the belt. Inhale, begin to draw the belt down toward your left foot as you're reaching your left leg up. Grab all the way to the ends of the belt so that the elbow is down closer toward the floor. Point and flex the toe, ease off all the tension. Then begin to bring the belt toward your right hand. Open the left arms out to the side at the shoulder height level. Breathing in, exhale, roll your left leg out over to your right side. Option, extending right leg out down toward the floor. Allow your left heel to be away from your left hip. Reaching your left arms away from your body. One more breath, breathing in. Breathing out, bending your left knee. Begin to draw your left leg back up toward the ceiling. Before you lower your left foot down, extending right leg up will be easier. Then bring your left foot down. Option, extending left leg out and away from your body down toward the floor. Point and flex the toe. Ease off all the tension to your right leg. And when your body ready, bring the belt to your right, hands open, left arms out to the side. Bring the belt to your left hand, open, right arms out to the side at the shoulder height level. Deep breath in, exhale, roll the right leg over to your left side, reaching your left arms away. Option to turn the head to your left side, to your right side. Noticing the sensation from the outer hips as you draw your right heel away. Relaxing to your spine. One more breath. Breathing in, breathing out, bending your right knee. Begin to release, let go of the belt. Then draw your knee toward your armpit. Hands right behind the thigh, sole the foot up toward the ceiling. Point and flex the toes, circle your ankle clockwise, counterclockwise. Roll your torso side to side to ease off all the tension into your body. Giving yourself time right here to allow the inversion to bring the blood to reversing back towards your heart and your nervous system. Then very slowly begin to release. Lower the foot down toward the floor. Roll to one side to grab two blocks. Then you're going to put one block down towards the top edge of the mat into a lengthwise. And the other block, you're going to put it about 5 inches above with the block into a higher level to supporting your head. Then begin to bending your knee and see whether you bend your elbow to adjust until your block is in between your shoulder blade. When that happens, then the hand's going to grab the other block so that you have the block supporting right behind your head. Option, you can keep your knee bending, or the next option, extending the leg out down toward the floor. Keep your arms slightly away from each other so that the front of the chest are expanding. Roll your shoulder back and down. Next option, if you like, you can bend your knee, bring the sole of the foot towards one another. Open up your knee wide. Draw your shoulder apart, arms away. Let your gaze up toward the ceiling or closing your eyes. And taking your time to sensing how your body feels. Each time you exhale, see whether you can slender yourself down. Feel the support of the block right behind your chest, your heart area. Rest your shoulder right there so that the front of the chest relaxing more. Feel the back of your neck along as you rest the back of your head with the block right behind. Allow each exhale to let your body melting down towards the earth. The time to let it go so that your body can really rest and unwind. The time to continue to connecting towards your breath and find that journey to your deep relaxation. Just breathe, relaxing more and more. Find your breath and let your body just be. Very slowly bring your awareness back towards your body by allowing your knee to bend up toward the ceiling, your feet flat down toward the floor. Draw your arms back and very slowly in a slow motion, roll to bring your block away so that you can rest your body down toward the floor completely. As you're moving the block away, begin to find your body resting down towards the mat, sensing how your body feels, observing the area around the upper back, the shoulder blade, and noticing the front of your heart, the chest area. Then slowly allow your head to gently turn side to side in a very slow motion, mindfulness way. Breathing in, reaching your arms up all the way to the crown of the head and stretching your body in all directions. Point the toe forward, lengthening to your thigh bone. Exhale, begin to bend your knee one at a time. Option to draw that knee up toward your chest, hands on tops of the knee. Slowly roll yourself gently side to side. The next time you roll to your right side using the bottom arm supporting head, neck and shoulder, bring your knee up toward your chest. Allow the time for your body to rest. And when you feel ready, using the top hands to press yourself back up into your sitting position. Find the most comfortable sitting position and checking in with your physical body. Noticing any shifts and change. Observing the quality of your breath, the freedoms into your breathing. Checking in with your mind so that you can find that stillness and emptiness. Witness your experience. Feel that relax and calmness. Keep all that positive feeling be with you till the next time we meet. Inhale, draw the arms out, reaching it up toward the sky and allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands right in front of your heart as we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining the practice with me today. Hope you have a wonderful day and happy Father's Day to you all. Thank you.